Hey everybody, welcome back. It is September 13th, episode 29. Looks like we're back on track. To me, if y'all want to talk about having a break, I don't think we've missed a day, missed a beat since last week?
What a podcast. Yeah, this is our first time doing like consecutive
Back to
weeks
back.
in a long time, I think.
Anyways, we're on a streak. Doesn't matter how many days we're on a streak. This week's guest, we've brought in a new gal for you.
You guys have been asking for it, so here we go. We have someone that is 6'2",
From Wayne, Michigan,
a Minnesota transfer,
where she averaged 14 points and 8 rebounds.
the best hairstylist in Virginia.
Book her, seriously.
It is Rosie Posey, as we like to call her, but do you want to introduce yourself differently? Do you have anything to say, Rose? Please, the floor is yours.
Oh, I love the introduction. Good period, y'all. Rosie Posey in the cut.
Do you want to pronounce? I feel like we need you to pronounce your whole name for people so that they know and don't mispronounce it.
Okay, so Rose is my middle name, and it goes Alana Rose Micheaux.
Micheaux. Yeah, okay. We said that, but we wanted to let you say it first so that people can hear it from you.
Because people still call me Amore and Amore.
But that's okay. So now we know Rose is here. We're super excited. First, we're just going to have a little recap session, talk about what we've been up to the last week or so.
First of all, I guess we can't go without talking about the football game against Purdue.
Yeah.
The storm that was.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I know you remember, Rose, we got caught in the rain a bit, but I think that you actually left, in the first quarter?
Yes, because I was telling you, I'm like, I don't do rain. So when the drizzle got a little too drizzly, I'm leaving.
So you probably missed, did you even get hit by the torrential downpour or no?
I mean, I got to, our practice facility, and then when I was leaving to go back to Cedar Point, I got a couple heavy drops on me, but that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's better than us because we got stuck inside, and then we kind of had to make the decision to either stand there for 2 hours or to just take the L and walk. And we took the L and walked, and we got absolutely drenched. I'm sure a lot of you guys did also.
But it was a memory. That's something I'll look back on and be like, oh my gosh, I used to up to my kids. We used to go to these football games. We used to be out in the rain and walking back to the car. Yeah. College, man.
Yeah. It looked like we jumped in a pool. Literally, but it was also my mom's birthday, so unfortunately she came up for the football game, but that didn't really work out. It's okay though, because after they left, we met up again, us and Rose, and we decided we were going to try to go to PK's, just for some fun get-together time. But
we just wanted to watch the game on TV or a game and just sit together chat.
Winnie is being so loud. Yeah, so we just wanted to watch the game at PK's, whatever, because they have the best bites and stuff.
Oh my god, they have the best fries.
Yeah. But then Rose unfortunately is 20 and they stopped taking whatever. She's our little baby.
I think it was they were way too packed or something like that, and they were we don't take underages when we're full.
Yeah. But we ended up going back to the game, so we saw the fourth quarter. Rose, did you have a fun experience?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it fun. I would have called it eventful and memorable.
The whole day was an experience. So I'm gonna just take it and run with it. So.
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth. I'm glad they got to play the game. I think unfortunately though, the three of us were their bad luck charms because apparently they were doing really well until we got there and then they didn't score again.
Literally, no, not once. Because they said something they got a quick 17 points, and I was like, well, they must have been quick because I didn't see any of it.
Yeah. We missed all of it. But I don't know. That was still only your second Virginia Tech football game, yeah?
Yeah.
Thoughts? How is it different from because it's Big Ten Minnesota, right?
It's way different from.
We both have guests in our household that apparently don't care that we're doing a podcast.
Exactly. But
can you show your guest or no?
She kind of just destroyed a tennis ball and some other things. So I don't want y'all to see the little mess she did.
Fair enough.
Promise she's an angel.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Big Ten football, it's it's nice, but Virginia Tech, they gave me a run for my money, especially the first game. I'm not gonna lie, the first game, and then they won too. So like, people was out there acting crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a tough thing. We were just talking about how it made recruiting a little bit harder because we had some unofficial visits there also, but they didn't get to have the Inner Sandman experience. Like
Yeah.
they played it, yeah, but
They did
they
before
didn't run out
kickoff.
to it. Yeah, it wasn't the same at all. So they didn't get like the Virginia Tech feel, which is unfortunate. But
Yeah.
oh well, they probably didn't care about football that much anyways because they left really soon.
Right. Recap as well. We're talking about the recap, but what's coming up? Liz's birthday is this weekend. What's plans for that?
What's plans?
Yeah, for you.
Of course, you guys know who's coming into town. So I'll see my parents. Raven will be here again, so keep your eye out in Kroger. You'll probably find her there.
Yeah, keep your eye out because she still might be limping from last week when she broke her ankle.
On the sidewalk.
And also, y'all need to stop because I exaggerate. She didn't break her ankle; she twisted the thing.
Y'all need to stop. There's one person.
But still, people take me way too seriously. I exaggerate. It adds to the stories.
Yeah, she did sprain her ankle, so hopefully it's all healed up, no limp. Well, my parents will be here. I have a friend from home coming also, so that's exciting. But that's, on Sunday, we'll see. Also, last night, I got to watch the VMAs and watch Taylor Swift win 9 VMAs, so that's a slay for me. Did you watch the VMAs, Rose? Probably not.
No, I watched the highlights.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you think? What did you see?
It was nice. Because I was like, I forgot who I was talking to about it, but I was saying like the VMAs is just so different because you'll see people perform that like you haven't heard about in a while.
Yeah. I didn't realize like how many performances they had. Like it was like
back to back,
literally a concert back to back to back to back. Like Doja Cat, like Anita, Olivia, Sabrina, Renee Rapp, like so many people. They kept busy.
I thought like the world was on like a "We Hate Doja Cat" run.
Yeah.
That like not a thing no more.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought people thought she was really weird. She was, I don't know. I think fame has kind of altered her a bit. I can understand.
I just feel like also like if I had to, not saying I'm on any level that she is, but if I had a platform like hers, I'd probably be considered weird as heck too. Like the more that people know about you, the more they're like, oh, she's weird, and the more that you like can project it, like.
Yeah.
She probably is at a point where like she's so successful, she does not care what you have to think about her, what you have to do about her. She's gonna keep getting her money. She's gonna keep having fun and making people peed off.
Yeah. Would you want to be famous, Rose, or no?
Probably not. No. I don't know. Probably to like a certain extent.
Yeah. I'm sure it wouldn't be fun to have people criticizing and analyzing because
every single thing you do.
Yeah, already at like the level that we're at, it can get to your head a little bit. So I can't imagine like times a million, like having people's opinions in your face all the time.
I feel like definitely like get in a position where you're respected, but not where it's like people like obsessive over like every action that you do.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, what did Taylor Swift eat for breakfast this morning? I need to eat exactly what she ate for breakfast.
Yeah, that is a thing because I don't know if you saw in the VMAs highlights, but like they had like a camera on her the entire time. So there was like audience cams. So like they were like analyzing everything. Like, they caught every single thing she did. Like I would absolutely hate that because I would like pick my nose on accident or like get a scratch, but then it would turn into something times a million. That's just not. I don't know. I just wouldn't be able to handle that. So understandably.
We also had another kids camp on what day was that? Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
How were you with the kids, Rose?
I'm great with the kiddos. I love the kiddos. Okay.
They love you.
Yeah, we did have somebody in the Q&A after. Or was it the Q&A? I don't know. But they were saying that you were their best friend, one of the kids.
Oh, yeah. She also told me to shout her out at one of our games. And I was like, I'll think about it,
At our games?
Yeah, how would you do that?
Yeah. Well, I'm running up the court in transition. Shout out. No.
You almost gave her a shout out. I wonder if she listens. Yeah, that was fun though. We got to connect. Like, it was 2 different age group camps. We were there for like 6 hours total, 5.5.
Yeah.
Something like that. But I don't know. How do you think it went with the children?
Good to connect and good for them to interact with us, I guess.
Yeah. Did you guys do anything like that in Minnesota?
Yeah, we did like a lot of like kid camps, but they were like done like in our actual like facilities, and then we did like some elite camps, which was pretty fun. I like the elite camps because like you get to see like real like kind of competition, like people actually getting competitive with one another. So
Yeah, we used to do those a lot. But I guess NIL changes everything, so now there's an opportunity for people to make money.
I volunteered. We all stressing. We're international. I volunteered.
Yeah, well, me too. But an opportunity for some of the girls to make money, so obviously that's an advantageous thing, and NIL is a huge part of recruiting now and whatnot. So
Massive.
huge part, yeah. So,
Reinforcing this because some people still don't want to believe it's true. Y'all can buy a team, I promise. Any sport, it's out there, it's real.
it is.
Carry on with that because it's only going to keep getting bigger until it crashes down. I don't know when that is, might be soon, but hey.
For now, it's applicable and it's important, honestly. But we love Virginia Tech. Also,
We do.
you know,
We
whatever.
do.
We came here before. Obviously, Rose.
Rose's
Love you
situation
for
is
coming.
different. We'll get to that later when we ask you some questions.
We have plenty of questions for you. But first, let's hear from our first sponsor. For some reason, Phillips Real Estate is letting us go off the rails today and just make up our own ad read, which I don't endorse at all, but I do endorse them. So here's to Phillips Real Estate. You can list your house with them. You should definitely do that. You can hear it on this podcast. We'll talk about it if you want us to until it gets sold, whatever you need. We love them. We thank them so much for supporting us, and it's great people over there. So make sure you call Dave Phillips at 540-346-4552 to learn more, answer all your real estate questions. We're not the people for that, so give him a call, and then we'll get connected, and we'll talk about your house or whatever you want. So again, that's 540-346-4552. Call Dave. He'll help you. He's great. Okay. Now for our first segment, Rose, we do something called Roommate Report Card. And Roommate Report Card is brought to you by 310 Rosemont. If you're looking for some awesome apparel at 15% off, go to Main Street in Rosemont. They have clothes, accessories, shoes, everything you need. We should take you there. We can do a little shopping together. You like to shop?
yes.
Yeah, okay. So we'll head there this weekend or something. But they sponsor Roommate Report Card. So basically what we do is just rate each other on the past week or whatever, because sometimes we're really considerate and sometimes we're not at all. So Georgia, what do you give me?
Let's get to B plus. It was an A because she cooked a dope lasagna soup. It got put down to a B because she would not shut the F up during the VMAs.
That's really bold because I would give Georgia an A because she didn't bother me too much, but it's knocked down to a B because she has the craziest allergies ever and she sneezes and coughs and snorts like nobody's business and it wakes me up.
Because guess what? Her dog came down. I'm allergic to her dog. She doesn't want to admit that. She wants me to admit that I'm allergic to everything else but her dog.
She lived with my dog for like 3 years.
And I had allergies.
Not 3 years, but
during like 3 months.
They weren't this bad though. Like this is a whole other level. You're like incapable of performing daily tasks.
My I feel like the older I get, the worse my allergies get. Seasonal, all that. Like I just get so reactive to it now, really bad. It like puts me out for like many days.
Yeah. You have allergies, Rose?
Yeah, I do.
Like,
I'm actually allergic to dogs and grass and cats.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question then. Like we had an outdoor run today for our
Winnie
is so loud. She wants attention so bad. We had an outdoor run today for our workout. So does that like affect you being outside like that? Because I came in and I felt dirty.
No, most definitely. And it's like it gets to a point where I can't like when we be sweating and stuff, and we'll do like yoga or something. I can't sit in my sweat for too long because then I like start to hive up and stuff. So.
Yeah. I had to lay a towel down on my mat because I was feeling disgusting. But you know there could be worse things, so we'll take it. But back to roommate report card. You have a different living situation than us, yeah?
Oh, I do. I live by myself, so my roommate report card. I get an A+ because I cook, I clean.
I run a successful business. Entrepreneur.
Exactly.
What's your favorite thing about living alone?
Everything. I wash my own clothes because that was kind of a problem for me at my old school, but I watch my own show.
What do you mean?
Cause like, living with particular roommates, like they'll just like leave their stuff in there. So now I'm like moving your stuff while I'm trying to wash my own stuff.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing, the dishes are always washed. I'm always cooking a meal for myself. I don't have to worry about somebody being loud, obnoxious in the morning.
Yeah. That's me. I'm definitely loud.
I've been waking up at 7:20 a.m. for the last 2 weeks. Because she gets up and cling, clacks in the
It's
kitchen.
because I just make a coffee. At least I use like quick coffee. Like this woman wants to bring out a whole espresso bean blend up. Like it makes a lot of noise too.
I don't wake you. You're not sleeping.
I know, but I'm saying like, what do we do?
Nothing. It's not. It's hard because Winnie, because we can't shut our doors at night because
Winnie
she
wants
goes
to go
in and out, and even if we shut the door, the girl will open it. She knows how to open and close doors. So
I would say accidentally closed. She definitely knows how to open them on purpose, but then freaks out as soon as it's closed.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know, whatever, high maintenance. But anyways, do you have anything that you don't like about living alone?
No, I mean, no.
Really?
No. I mean, it'd be nice to like maybe like come out and like sit in the living room and talk to somebody. But if it ever gets to that point, like I'm always on the phone with my parents anyway. So
yeah.
Or we literally just live on the same place too. Like you have the ability to go like on any floor and find one of our teammates and go and chat. Like
I mean, I do, but then it's also like my teammates be doing stuff and I don't be knowing when they're home and if they want to have guests over or anything.
How many times have I said you can just knock on the door?
It's not that easy,
I
get there and I'm like, they're probably doing something. Let me keep going.
I swear it's literally this.
I was watching TV the other night.
Yeah.
When you came over.
Yeah. Or literally if you just need to be around people sometimes, even if I'm in my room, George's in her room, you can lay on the couch, pet Winnie, and just be like, sometimes you just need to be around people. You don't even want interaction,
Background noise.
Yeah. Because I feel like if I lived alone, I would not talk to anyone ever because I already feel like I isolate myself in some ways, and I have a roommate, so. But good for you.
I mean, but that's also like I be asking like, team bond, we can do stuff, and like sometimes we do. But I mean, like that's kind of like my main reason to ask, and like.
Okay, well, I think we have 2 plans this weekend because A, we want to see The Nun second whatever on Friday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then B, we thought because the football game is away on Saturday that we could do like dip. Well, we had like dip night last year, but it's like afternoon because the game's at 3:30, and everyone brings like a dip or like a appetizer or something, and then we watch the game and like eat a bunch of crap foods.
That sounds fun. Sounds amazing.
What's happening? Except I don't want a bunch of like little dips. I'm gonna like try. Like I want good dips. I want like substantial good dips.
Exactly. I need some like cheesy chicken buffalo, like something.
Well,
real deal.
That's the requirements. The requirements is a huge buffalo chicken dip,
a huge guac.
A guac, and then do you like rotel sausage and like cheese dip?
Oh, most definitely.
So those are like
I don't want your little creations or like Nemo and Paw used to make this when I was
3 years old. I was sitting around the campfire. Like, no, I need something out the book. Like something.
Like I need something I'm gonna order when I go out and eat. Garlic knots, garlic bites.
Ooh, pigs in a blanket. Do you like pigs in a blanket?
Pretzels and whatever. Beer cheese.
I don't know how to make that. Okay, well, we'll be having dip day on Saturday. That'll be fun.
Exactly.
So something to look forward to. There, we can be social there. Anything else for the report card, anyone?
No.
Okay, great. Then we can move on to our next segment, which is Song of the Week, and that is brought to you by Hookie House. Head down to Hookie House to listen to some great music, some great food. There's a jukebox on the second floor, so go play your Song of the Week, or our Song of the Week, or Rose's Song of the Week. Rose, we'll give you a little bit of time to think about your Song of the Week while we talk about ours. So brainstorm. Okay, Georgia, what's yours?
Mine is Buttons by Mac Miller. In a big Mac Miller phase right now. I'm loving it. Walking to class. Good background music with lyrics. Sad story.
Facts. That's all you got?
Yeah.
That was sad. I have a few things to say. Olivia Rodrigo's Guts album came out, and obviously I love sad songs, so Logic, Making the Bed, and The Grudge are great. Also, Noah Khan and Lizzie McAlpine have a version of Call Your Mom coming out together, and that's also a slay. I cannot wait for that. It's literally tomorrow. No, wait, it's today. Wednesday? It's on Friday. So very excited for that. Those are I already know it's going to be my song of the week and it hasn't even come out yet. Rose, did you have time to think of yours?
My song of the week is probably gonna be two of them. I don't know why, but I've really been listening to "Driver's License" by Olivia Rodrigo.
Really?
Yes. I liked her album. I know like all the songs, but "Driver's License" it literally came on one time, and I've listened to it like every single day. And probably "Good Days" by SZA.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, I'm shocked that you said "Driver's License." That shocked me. Do you like sad songs like that? I love sad songs.
Yes, like when I'm by myself, I always listen to music. Like I'm like a mellow person, so I'm always listening to like R&B, slow type of songs, sad songs that people be saying are sad, but really have to be like vibing to them.
Yeah, no, I feel that same. Like when I say sad songs, I just mean like slow, whatever. Like you say, like if you can't listen to it because it'll just, I don't know, you don't like it.
I like slow songs. I don't like sad songs.
Okay, well, mine can be they can be like sad, they can be about heartbreaking stuff, but I'm just chilling. Like I just I don't know, I just like them. Driver's License is such a slay also, yeah. That's like, what, come out like a few years ago?
Yeah.
And it still goes so hard every time. Oh, I would have never guessed that you would have said that. I love that. That was shocking. Okay, well.
Now I just got some questions for you. Some, not quick hitters, but just some things that we're interested about, I guess, and what the people want to hear, the answers.
Yeah, no, please elaborate like as much as you want. This is just like conversation, whatever. We just want to get to know you more, let the people get to know you more. So the first question is, why did you originally pick Minnesota?
Why did I originally pick? Ooh, that's a good question. I was a COVID baby, so like I wasn't able to like go on visits and stuff. And I feel like one thing that really made me commit there was because I'm really a person that's like based off of loyalty and like being like family bound and just having like a team chemistry. So when it came to me like having my recruiting in COVID, it just like they always reached out. So like they built a bond with me. So that's really what it was.
So wait, when you said that you were COVID, whatever, because you're a junior now, so it was a few years ago, did you not get to go on like any visits or?
No.
That's crazy.
I didn't take any visits.
Like any official or any unofficial or official?
I took unofficial visits like my freshman, sophomore year. Yeah. And then when junior year came around, that's when COVID happened. So I just didn't take any like officials or visits like that after.
That is insane.
I can't imagine. I definitely wouldn't have made the right decision that I wasn't able to do that.
Yeah. Especially because you can do so many things like over text and like you can fake like a whole ass personality. Depending, not saying that they were fake, but like just the way you can use social media and stuff like that, like
to make things seem
very much make a different story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's interesting. Did Virginia Tech recruit you initially or no?
No, I guess I wasn't good enough for Coach Brooks then. But hey, I'm here now.
Right, exactly. Full circle. Everything ends up the way it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. What were you like looking for when you put your name in the portal? Like, was there anything particular, or were you just like chilling and waiting for schools to like sell themselves?
I mean, it's like I wasn't looking for particular schools, but it was like stuff I was looking for. Like I wanted to go into like I don't want to say like a winning program because I don't want to go somewhere and like, oh, they're already winning, so it's like it's not really like I'm making a difference here or not. Mm-hmm. I wanted to go to a program where I can make a difference and like I can make a name for myself, but then also like show that like it's a family bound program. And I also like to win, so it'd be nice going into a winning program. Like, yeah. Like would that make sense?
Would you call it like a winning culture? Like people that all have the same drive?
Exactly. That's what it's like. I needed to go somewhere where there was a winning culture and everyone just like worked as hard as I worked and everyone put as much as I put in.
Yeah. I feel like this was like the perfect spot then because like obviously we've had like some success, so we have winning's not like. I mean, it's kind of like the expectation now. Like we don't want to settle. What?
We haven't always bloody won. I'll tell you what, my freshman year, we had that tough start, and like we've had a few bad losses here and there, and we've like always just like whatever. But last year was just like the breakthrough. Like now we have different standards for ourselves, different expectations. Like last year was like solidifying for us to be like, okay, this is where we worked to, and where we're supposed to be, and what we've earned. Like we've been through all progressions, so it's not like we've just like we go here we're expected to win. Like no, we like been through it.
Yeah. So now you're like coming at the perfect time where like we can come together again and like keep making this history. It's not like it's just like gonna happen regardless. Like it takes all of us, but it's the fact that we have like the right attitudes and work ethics and things like that make it possible. So yeah, we're very glad that you came. Thanks.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, obviously, I mean the people are gonna love you. You're also just like the personality of the locker room, I would say.
I feel like people gravitate toward, like, people do gravitate towards you, but you always, like, keep it real. Like, you're not going to let any fluff happen around it, but it's like you have a good balance between, like, telling people what's right and wrong, or, like, letting people talk to you and then you giving your 2 cents, and I feel like it's always, like, rational.
Thank you. Try.
Well, I think it's a success. But you said you were looking for those things. Obviously, you came here. I think that's mostly what you found. But was there any like shock or difference when you got here than what you were expecting?
Was there a shock?
Or just anything different at all than what you were expecting?
I mean, like, no. I mean, I wouldn't say like it was a shock, but like it really like hit me that this is like a program where they actually be out here like grinding. They be working every day. Like I'm thinking like I'm not saying I'm not one of the people that don't look forward into like going in the gym and like getting a good sweat up, because I am. But I'm saying like when I'm here and I like literally anytime I show up, I see somebody in the gym, or it's like anytime I talk to like one of the coaches, like we have like heart-to-heart conversations, which I love. But then it's also like we talk about basketball and they always know what they're talking about. And I'm just like, I made the right decision because this is a winning program. It's like winning culture anywhere you go. And that's just like made me like want to be here even more.
Yeah, I think that is definitely true. Like I'm not sure. Obviously, this is the only place I've been, but I feel like there can't be many other programs that have as many like individual workouts as we do. Like I just don't know if that's normal or not, but like you're right. Like anytime we go in the gym, like somebody's having a one-on-one workout or multiple people, like at all times. It feels, and like I love that. I like thrive off of that because I get like way more. I'm just like a structured gal. Like I do well with structure. So when I go in the gym, compete by myself, like sometimes it's good for me mentally just to like touch a ball or whatever. But having the opportunity to always be able to just grab a coach and like get in a good solid workout is just very efficient, I think, and like actually can make me better personally. Some people do well with on their own, but I don't honestly. So yeah, I love that about here also.
What are you like the most excited for this year? Like whether it be like a game, a travel, just like general experience, like what's something that you're really looking forward to?
And we did already go to Greece, but
yeah, that was pretty exciting right there. Probably I've never been to the Cayman Islands, so that'd be nice. The Cayman Islands, Caymans.
Wait, guys, the funniest thing that Rose does is she doesn't call it Roanoke, she calls it Roanoke. And it's kind of just stuck.
But I mean, like, that's going to be exciting. And then probably playing them Big Ten schools, you know, Rutgers and Iowa. You know, it's going to be nice.
Yeah, that's a perfect segue into our next question. It's like you read it. I was going to ask, oh yeah, I forgot about Rutgers too.
Yeah.
But I was going to say you played Iowa and I guess Rutgers also when you were at Minnesota. So how is it like different now being here playing them? Is it different at all? Being at a different school, or obviously you have an advantage because you're more familiar with them than us. Like we don't know much about Rutgers, especially.
The last Big Ten school we played was literally like Nebraska.
I guess I don't know. I can't think. Where's Ohio State?
I played Wisconsin. I don't know what game that was.
That was 2 years ago.
Okay, I guess it was.
Is Ohio State Big Ten?
Yeah.
Then I guess it was
Ohio
them.
State. But still, is it like different at all being over here on this side, or?
Yeah, it's really different. But because like I don't know how to explain, like being in the Big Ten, it's like Big Ten is that conference is known for like post players. So we're going to a new conference where it's like kind of like an all around thing where it's like, yeah, post players, but then it's also like you got that guard work too. So it's gonna be exciting playing Iowa. That one's gonna be an exciting game.
I feel like that's why like Iowa is so good too, because obviously like Kaylin's absolutely phenomenal, but like that's good guard play. Like they have knockdown shoot, like they have the inside and the out. Like you can't just rely on one or the other. So I feel like that's why Iowa like genuinely excels.
Exactly.
Well, last year somebody called the ACC a guards league, Rose, so we can take that to heart and then prove that it's all around, because obviously we want our guards to do great, but like you said, what makes a great team is being able to have all angles hitting. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
and this is just for clarification. Like a lot of people say like, oh, Rose, she reminds us of like T-Soul, or like what are your thoughts on that? Because to me, love T-Soul is T-Soul, but you're Rosie Posey.
It's very
like
period. I'm Rosie Posey, y'all. But I mean,
difference. Like, what do you bring? Like, you're at a job interview. What are you selling yourself on?
What am I selling myself on? Well, like when it comes to talking about like how people like compare me to T-Soul, I can see like being like an energy player, and you know, big body, straight muscle over here,
strong gals.
And then I love playing defense. You know, I don't know what it is. It gives me, adrenaline and stuff, to get a good stop or get a block or just anything in general. It's like, I feel like defense is what brings a team together, to be honest with you. Because on offense, you really don't have to communicate and stuff like that. The stuff you do on defense, you don't do on offense for real. But I feel like selling myself, I'm an energy player. I'm going to go get me a board. I love snatching rebounds out of people's hands. out of the rim, it don't matter. I'm snatching a rebound from somebody. My screens are phenomenal.
Poor Mackie caught one. Like early on, like Rose was sent me a screen and I came up that thing quick and I just hit ooh, and like Mackie's just there for genuinely 5 seconds. Like she had to recalibrate. By the time she recalibrated, Rose had already rolled and the shot had already gone up.
I know. I'm just like, oh, I feel so bad, but I gotta roll and finish the play. Sorry.
The poor girl is like 130 pounds, freshman, ain't never been hit by a big gal screen before, and here comes Rose. Boom!
Smacked her. It was out of love, though.
It was out of love.
We're all getting better.
She learned.
That's a great quality to have against other teams. We will definitely be looking forward to that. We'll see how many girls get knocked out this year, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see.
They better not be calling no illegal screens. I hate when their teammates don't call out the screens, so they fall, and then they be calling an illegal screen when it's not.
Like, don't get mad. Like, I'm getting the foul because you got smacked by my screen. My perfect, well put together leg, shoulder, shoulder, knee, shoulder length apart, like out right where I need to be. Don't play.
Yeah. No, we're very much looking forward to that. Can't wait to see on November the 6th or whatever it is. But looking back to last year a little bit, you said the other day that you watched a lot of our games. So did you have any thoughts on that? Like, was there anything about the playing style that made you want to come here or anything?
I really do like the tempo that you guys play at. Like, y'all don't play at like no super duper fast tempo, but y'all play at your own tempo, if that makes sense. Like, I really do like that. And I love that you guys like played like team defense. I feel like I kind of struggled, like my team as a whole, we kind of struggled like trying to play team defense and going to a program where it's like that's something that you guys and Coach Brooks really like work on. It makes me like happy. So watching you guys play, and then you guys won a lot, so I'm like, this stuff is working.
Yeah. That is like the biggest compliment ever, playing at our own pace and playing team defense, because those are like two of our hugest emphasis. Like all season last year, like those are big things, and those are always things that Coach Brooks looks for. So that's funny that you say that, and obviously we're in the process of building those two things right now. It's still pretty early, but I think we'll definitely get there because that's like the brand of Virginia Tech basketball now.
It takes some time.
I believe so. It's cool that you noticed that. I really just have one more question, and I just threw this on here because I wanted to end on a lighthearted note, and because I feel like the few times we've eaten together, it's been like Wendy's or like Cookout or something. So I just want to know, do you have any favorite foods, or like do you cook, or are you like a fast food gal?
I cook. I actually can cook pretty good. But me cooking is like every like blue moon type of thing. Like one thing I can say, like back at Minnesota, I don't like having roommates, but it's like I love cooking for somebody. Like I always make food for people. So that kind of really taught me how to cook, but don't get me wrong, cook out. What is it? A cheeseburger tray. Don't play with the nuggets and the fries. That warms
Absolutely.
my
Cookout is a gem. A gem.
Wait, did you guys have Cookout before?
No. That's why I'm like obsessed. I don't know why, but I'm like obsessed with it.
No, it's you got the bug. It's a common thing. Trust me. It's not just you. You're not
really
weird.
good.
Yeah. Well, I think what we've learned from this podcast is that we need to either go up there or you need to come down here more because if you walk by, you should knock, and B, if you make food and have extra, we will eat it.
And C, if you want to go to Cookout, let me know.
Always down for all of those things.
Some Cajun fries.
Now I'm so hungry. This is how we end every single podcast when I'm starving.
It's because we always film at 6:30, and that's like right rolling into the time, and my stomach's growling.
Yeah. But we do it right after practice because after I have my meal and I have my wind down time, my personality is all to myself. I'm not willing to share it.
No.
So basically, what I'm hearing is like, podcast is going to end. I'm going to come down to the first floor, and we're going to get something to eat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
this
guys,
is gonna end, but our conversation is not. So we're gonna talk about some little secretive stuff that's not gonna be shared on the internet. How
Period.
does that make y'all feel?
I can't know all the tea.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it for us then. Thanks for joining us for our 29th episode. We do this thing every time we end the podcast. I say I'm Liz. She says I'm Georgia. You'll say I'm Rose. Then I say and we're. And then you say Queens of Cassell because you're obviously a Queen of Cassell now at Virginia Tech. Okay? Sound good?
Okay.
Okay. I'm Liz.
I'm Georgia.
I'm Rose.
And we're
Queens of Cassell.